Hello guys, how are you? Welcome to Rio Traders channel. It's me Sulaiman Khan. So brother, actually we are getting a lot of messages from you guys. Sir, kindly sir post a video on the behalf of gold. What is going to be happen next and what's happening? So today I'm going to discuss gold very deeply. It means that I will going to discuss the gold on the behalf of technically and also on the behalf of fundamentally, and I will try to cover all those essential things that are very much useful. So before start of the video, first of all, actually one thing more that hurts us very much. Actually I don't know why people used to watch the video, why they don't subscribe. Actually the thing is that you guys can see here that there are approximately 69.4% people that are, who have usually watched the video and they don't properly subscribe the channel. So it really actually feels bad and it feels awkward. So if you guys are watching the content, if you guys like the content, you must have to subscribe the channel and you must have to share the link with your friends and family members, those who are not securing the good profits, so that they can also be a part of us and they can also secure a good profits. So let's move towards the gold chart. So first of all, brother, first of all, if I will discuss step by step that what is happening to gold, on the behalf of fundamentally, I will try to discuss all the points step by step, and I will try to talk very much slower. So you guys, if you guys want to write down those things, you can write down those things. So first of all, brother, I want to tell you there are two types of gold. There are two types of trading. Number one is paper gold, where like that if you here there are two types of gold: paper gold and the physical gold. So what does paper gold mean? Paper gold means like that, and the gold which is used to trade on the behalf of exchanges like currencies, on the behalf of foreign exchanges, like that, as we are trading in our MT4 accounts. So this is called the paper gold. And the second one is physical gold. I hope so that a lot of people they know about the physical gold. So the thing is that now what is happening to gold and why I am telling you about the paper gold and physical gold. So the thing is that from last 2 weeks, Russia is going, and it is he is Russia is buying approximately, they have bought approximately 500 tons of physical gold, and they are also following the path which China was also doing same thing. Previously, if you will look at the 1 or 2 years before, China was also doing same thing. Basically, it is called the hoarding of gold, and I think so they want to take control the gold commodity. So in this way they can rule over the all the other countries also, because you know that gold is taken as a reserve currency. It is a reserve currency for all the countries. So that's why I think so they are following, Russians are following the path of China, and they also started hoarding gold. So they also they are buying more and more gold. And according to one or more expert and analysts, they have told that Russia, they have approximately buy 75 million ounces of gold, approximately 75 million ounces of gold. My all these figures and all these digits are on the behalf of my own experience and are on the behalf of on my own study. So if you can contradict with me, and if you want to search about it, you can search about it on the any Google or any other websites. And this was the first thing that Russia was doing. And the second thing is that nowadays the US dollar, it is also in a big trouble. US dollar is in a big trouble. It looks like collapse, that US dollar is going to be collapsed. So it is also my personal experience, personal suggestion, or personal what you can say, that it is also what I'm seeing the market right now. So it looks like that US dollar is also, it's in a huge trouble. So it looks like that the US dollar is out, is near to becoming the world's default currency, because they have to pay a lot of loans and a lot of other things. So and they are unable to take control of inflation also. And so this is also the reason that is causing that to be the inflation also. So one more thing is that you have seen the previous report of CPI, and if you will open the CPI report, and I will tell you guys regarding the CPI report. I have the formats of the CPI reports. So what was the CPI report? Consumer Price Index. So if you look at the gasoline prices, that has the prices has been raised approximately 48%, and the used car, that is raised approximately 35.3%, and gas utilities, they are also raised 21.6%, electricity raised 11.1%, food at home, that is also raised at 10%, and overall CPI was approximately 8.5%, and that's a huge number, and approximately, if you will look at the before and since 1981, approximately this was the number that came out in the history as 1981, in 1981 CPI report. If you will open the CPI report of 1981, you will see this number there, approximately 8.5%. But the thing is that according to my analysis, according to my predictions, it seems like that inflation is basically more than 8.5%. It looks like, because it's more than 8.5%. So this was the thing that I was talking about, the US. And the other thing, if you will open the Bank of Canada recently, they have also increased the interest rates, and they have increased the interest rates 0.5%, and it seems like, and it is also expectations that it will go towards 1 or 2% nearly. So this was only one more thing, and now we will discuss about the geopolitical tensions. So geopolitical tensions are rising day by day, they are not going to end soon. Now why I'm telling you this thing, because if you will look at the previously 2 days before, Russia transferred a number of missiles systems to its border, approximately near the Finland. So they have transferred number of missile system to its border. So because the thing is that, now why did they have done this thing? Because brother, the thing is that the reason is that because Finland applied to join NATO, and Russia don't want any of his nearby country or near countries. Russia is not allowing to join, Russia is not allowing to any country that they have not to join the NATO forces. So that's why, there was a conflict with the Ukraine also. Now this conflict is going to be rise, and there also, it looks like that maybe the next conflict, the possibility of the next conflict would be approximately the Finland. So this was the first thing. And also, if you look at on the other side, as I mentioned you about regarding the CPI reports, that inflation is rising too much. So right now I will just mark those some few areas with you guys regarding the gold trade, and there you will understand more properly and more deeply. So what are those numbers? So let's move towards the chart. So right now I opened a gold chart, and I have opened a daily date one time frame chart. So I will first of all open the line chart, and I will check it out, what is happening to gold, and I will mark some areas with you guys quickly, so that you guys can just, if you want to, you guys can see here that I have already marked these some areas with you guys. So you guys can see here that these are the areas. So the green areas, these are used approximately that are supply and demand zones. So basically these are the right now becomes the demand zone. But if you will look at here, that right now we are approximately at 1978. Now what is going to be happen? If you will look at on the daily time frame chart, it looks like that market has created the W pattern. And whenever W pattern is created, it means that what is going to be next? It looks like that again market would be at this resistance, because this was the next resistance 1990 till 1995. This is the next resistance for a gold. So it seems like that market will behave like that, because after that market will try to retrace, and market will create a M pattern, then again market falls down, then again market will try to look for the upside. So it feels like that. So this is the one scenario which I am looking right now for the gold, for the long term movement, and for the next thing. Now what are the next supportive areas for gold, where you guys have to look for the buy trade, and where you guys have to look for a sell trade? So this is the one thing that I have told you about the pattern theory. Now the second important thing is that, brother, if you will look at the daily time frame chart, you will see one more thing, and that thing is that market is creating the acceleration pattern. This pattern you guys can see here, that from many days market is creating the acceleration pattern. There's a one pattern that is named as the acceleration and the deceleration. It means that as market will goes upside, the same market will goes downside. So this is what right now market is behaving. So it seems like, so right now for you guys, we have the resistance area approximately in 1989. So it seems like that if market, because this is a very difficult zone area, this is the, so if you guys are new in the trading, so don't trade. And if you want to trade in the forex market, because right now the thing is that we are in the very destructive trading areas. So if you look at on the behalf of fundamentals, it seems like that gold is soon going towards 2000 or 3000 is also possible figures according to me. But if you will look at just right now on the technically side, I'm just giving you the technically side on the smaller time frame charts. So right now we have the areas like that 1990 and 2000. These are some areas. If market will be able to break these two areas, then I can hope for a 2051, the next target. But if market will shows us any rejections here, and or approximately near to these areas, or if market will give us any rejection next week or this on today, Thursday or Friday, so it seems like that again market can fall down, and market can fall down till more downside. Why downside? Because the thing is that market is trying to create the acceleration deceleration pattern. So you guys can see here, this is the only area where I can look for that I can say that maybe market will little bit come up or downside. And one more thing I will tell you on the 4 hour time frame chart. So you guys can see here that market is in a proper buy trend. Why I'm saying that market is in a proper buy trend? Because you guys can see that market is creating the higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and then the lower low. But this was the area from where I can think so that market is again going to be fall. But again market tries to stable. Again market has created the higher high, then again lower lows, smaller, then higher high, then lower low, then big higher high, then again lower low, again higher high, and again it looks like that market will little bit retrace down, and then again market 1972. So that's why we are interested in a sell trade. Then again market will move to 1990. So this is what is happening to gold right now. So right now market is in a proper buy trend in a short time frame also. And if you will look at on the daily time frame chart, one more thing if I will tell you, that market has already retraced. Now why what I'm saying to you that why market has already retraced, because I will show you. If you will, I will draw a Fibonacci retracement level with you guys. So let's draw a Fibonacci retracement. So if I will draw a Fibonacci retracement with you guys can see here that, yeah. So you guys can see here that this was the impulse that creates the gold towards the upside. So now you guys can see here that market has, as I've told you, that there are two important levels, 0.618% retracement level and 0.382% retracement level. First of all, market fell down. Market did not bother 61% retracement level. Same market just fell down, and you guys can see here that here market has tried to get a support at 0.382% retracement level. Then again market goes upside for the reversal, because it feels like that market is again going to downside, because market was if market give us any relief here, then we can look for a directly buy trades. But market straight falls down 0.382% retracement level. Then here market takes a support, market goes for the retracement. Here we can look for a long term sell trade, but again market 61.8% retracement level, sorry, 0.382% retracement level, market again take a support, and again market has already break the 61.8% retracement level. So now on I'm just waiting for the pullback little bit, then again we can look for the huge buy trades also. This is the first thing. And the second thing is that I have told you that right now we are at the near about the resistance areas. So that's all regarding the gold. So if you guys have any question, one more thing I forgot to share with you, that is the trend line. This was the trend line I forgot to tell you. So right now brother, we are in this supportive trend line. So you guys can see here, as I'm telling you that market will be little bit, I feel like that market will little bit comes downside. So again I can see that again for the future, that would the future of the gold approximately, it seems like that would be above 1900 or 1951. These would be the areas. It seems like right now, if market will not be decelerated from these areas 1990, then it can takes gold a very far, very far. So I have told you on the behalf of technically fundamentally. So you guys know we have mentioned the links of our Telegram channels in our description, Facebook and Instagram. You guys can contact with me directly. Also, if you guys have any questions, you guys can just text me on the Telegram, Rio Suleiman, or even though you guys can contact me on the Instagram or anywhere else, wherever, and you guys can contact me and ask any question regarding the gold. So hope so you enjoyed this video, and kindly must like and share it, so it gives us a boost. So I'm very thankful to you. Stay blessed and have a good day, brother.